Hi everyone. In this video, I'll walk you through a PySpark project which was given me as an assessment where I have analyzed web server log data. We'll start by downloading and extracting the data, then clean and parse it using regular expressions, and finally perform various analysis like counting unique hosts, top 404 errors, bandwidth usage, and more. Let's get started. First, we begin by importing two Python modules like urlib.request to download files from the internet and gzip to extract compressed files. We are downloading a web server log file from a public FTP server and saving it as .gz file. Then we decompress it to a plain text file. Uh, it started downloading. The downloading has been completed and it has been successful. And the file has been extracted as well. After extraction, we preview the first 10 lines of the log file using Python's built-in open function. This will help understand the structure of each line that contains the host, timestamp, request type, status code, and byte transfer. There you go. We'll now start a Spark session using Spark session.builder. We read the extracted log file using spark.rate.text, which loads each line into a data frame and a single column named value. This sets us up to begin parsing each line into meaningful fields. As you can see, the top five rows. Now we'll extract field using regular expressions. In this step, we will define regex pattern to extract key fields from each log line, such as host, timestamp, request, status pattern, and bytes pattern. There you can see. Uh, Now we'll clean the extracted fields. And we have to. This is also the same. In this step, we will clean the data. We convert the timestamp from a string to a proper timestamp format using the to underscore timestamp. You'll find the timestamp in a proper format. Now we will the second part of the analysis was to there were like 10 questions. The question number one was to count the total log records. Uh, we use the count function to count the total number of valid log lines which was present in the file. There were 7,24,937 records. The second question was to count the unique host. The number of unique hosts were two. The first one was local, and the second was remote, as per my analysis. The third was to date wise unique file by date wise file name counts. Actually, we create a new date by date column and unique column file names, timestamp to day, month, and year. We group the data by date and count how many unique files were requested each day. This help us to understand how content demand varies over the time. The fourth question was to count the total number of 404 errors. I've calculated the full how many 404 errors occurred by filtering the log where HTTP underscore code is 404 and I have count the results. As you can see, there were like 23,589 records. The next question was to mention show the top 15 file names with 404 responses. I have grouped the file name column, count how many times each file name returned a 404, sort them in a descending order, and take the top 15 to mention the top 15 file names with 404 errors. These are the top 15, and this is how the format I have been asked in the assessment to present. The next question was to mention the top 15 404. Next question was to mention the bandwidth usage in July 1995. I have filtered this by month, grouped it by date, and sum the bytes column to get the total bandwidth usage per day. This helped me to identify peak hours of the activity. The next question was to hourly hourly request distribution. I have extracted the hour from the timestamp, group by hour, and count of the total requests. Uh, and this is the result. The ninth question was to mention the top 10 most requested file names. I have find the most requested file names on the server by grouping by file name and count. Uh, I have optimized caching on or server performance for popular content. The last question was to mention the HTTP response code distribution. I have grouped it by HTTP status code and count the number of occurrences for each. This gave me a summary of how often different types of responses were returned, like successful or not found errors or redirects. And this was the assessment which was given to me. Thank you for your time. For to summarize the whole assessment, I have used PySpark to perform end-to-end analysis of server log data from downloading and cleaning the data, also to extract meaningful fields, and finally performing several types of analysis which was given to me in questions. Uh, Thanks for watching.